Good evening and welcome to All Red Dirt Nights. I'm Alex, and I hope you had a great week. It is Friday. What a great feeling. Cody Johnson is going to be at Lightning Creek tomorrow night, March 7th, out north of Pittsburg here. And Cody Johnson just got us kicked off right there with his latest number one, Cowboy Like Me. We are lucky enough to be joined on the phone by Cody Johnson right now. Cody, where you at, man?
Well, we're taking a second to breathe. We finally got to Springfield, Missouri, and we're sitting at the hotel fixing to head to the venue. So we're actually sitting still for once.
Oh, right on. Where are you playing there? Midnight Rodeo?
Yeah, we're actually they moved the venue.
Oh, really?
From what it was supposed to be, because it was myself and Jason Cassidy and Aaron Watson. I think they've I think they've moved the venue to Midnight Rodeo there because the place where we're going to have it sold out. So that's
Good
a good
deal.
sign.
Well, hey, that's a good problem to have, man.
Absolutely, it is.
Congrats on Cowboy Like Me hitting number one this week.
Thank you very much. That's pretty cool, man. That was probably one of the most personal songs I've written, so that's pretty cool to see that.
Hey, very cool. Yeah,
not ever really sure how those are going to go over, you know.
Well, hey, man, that's cool. It's always cool when I understand that some songwriters, after they write a song and play it for a while, they don't like it anymore. But it's good to hear that you still really like that one.
Man, I really like all of them, but that one in particular just had something about it.
Hey, me too, dude. I am going to be partial. I do like Dancer Home, man. That is my favorite.
Hey, that's okay. I'll let you be partial to any one of my songs you want to be.
Hey, man, I'm serious, and I'm not saying this to pump you up or anything, but earlier this summer that song was in super high rotation because it was on the charts and it hit number one, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how many number ones do you have now?
I haven't counted. I think it's 6 or 7. I think it's.
Whew, man. It's been a very, very nice ride. When was your first number one? How long ago was that?
It would have been "Pray for Rain," which would have been back on the Six Strings One Dream album. Would have been a couple of years ago.
Right on, man. Well, big couple of years for you, Cody, and big show tomorrow night here in Pittsburg, Kansas. Folks are really excited to see you. We had a text campaign to win some tickets and some meet and greets, and man, we had over 200 entrants. So,
man, I am excited about it.
Yeah.
This is just hearing that kind of news and just kind of knowing the people that are talking about it on social network. You can hear the rumors starting to spread about if it's going to be packed or not. Man, it's so cool because you have no idea. To go from all the way from the house, to get out of your comfort zone of your Texas, Oklahoma area, and to play places that you haven't played before, and it is so cool to see people wanting to come out and wanting the music, man. It just makes me want to go further, you know.
Well, definitely, man. I hope you keep going further, man. I don't want you disappearing now. You put out too much good music too early for you to go away now, man.
I appreciate it.
Real quick, what are some of your songwriting influences that maybe aren't quite so obvious? I mean, I'm sure that you love the country greats, I'm sure. But what's something that's a little bit off the beaten path that you're listening to and maybe influences your writing?
Man, I try to listen to some of the songs by some of the guys that I get the chance to write with, and David Lee has written songs like "Lord Knows I'm a Lucky Man." 19 something, and songs like that were on the country charts, and I get the opportunity to dig through some of their stuff that they haven't pitched. Dan Couch, she wrote a bunch of those Kip Moore hits, Pretty Girl and things like that. We'll get to pick through their book, so to speak, and just listen to some of their stuff. You just send me songs you guys like. It makes me think about things in a different way. So a lot of the stuff that I'm listening to isn't necessarily by an artist, isn't necessarily a song written by a writer for another artist. It's just stuff that these artists are writing and not really showing anybody. And it's pretty cool to get to hear it kind of from a different angle and try to think about my own stuff that I'm writing simply from a different point of view. And excuse me. And to be honest with you, either that or going back and finding some stuff like Roger Miller.
Yeah.
Some of the early Vern Gosdin stuff, and just trying to simplify it down. Don't try to pretty it up too much. What I said, don't put too much Cody in it. You can get in the way of a good song if you let yourself.
Hey, that's true. But some wise man once told me, especially in regards to music, it's the KISS rule. You keep it simple, stupid.
That's it. Keep it simple, stupid. David Lee was one of my favorite writers to write with. And he says, "Son, you like fishing? said, yes, sir. And he said, well, just sit there. We'll get a bite in a minute.
Yeah. Also good analogy there. Once again, on the phone with Cody Johnson, going to be at Lightning Creek tomorrow night, March 7th. Me and my friend Ryan from Call My Jackson, we're going to open up the show. I think we're going to start about 8:30, and then the real show will get underway as soon as Cody takes the stage. Like I said earlier, we had a text giveaway for some tickets to Cody Johnson, and they flew off of our phone, or however you want to say it. But lots of entrants, and I hope to see all of you out there tomorrow night. I got to let you tell us a story from the road, if there is one G-rated enough to say on the air.
Man, this is actually as G-rated as it comes, honestly. This was our trip up here. We had one bus that we had been taking from Vegas, and we don't get the chance to take the bus very often. Usually we're in the van and the trailer, and we had some problems with one, so we switched over to another. And then yesterday, day before yesterday, we were supposed to leave out to go to Fayetteville, Arkansas to start this trip off. And that show got moved because of weather. Then we waited one more day. We got in this bus. We started going down the road. The weather started to burn off. It melted some snow and ice, which short-circuited some electrical problems. So we spent 12 hours yesterday stuck on the side of the road. And it's all fun. And you're like, oh, thankful we're in a bus. We're not in the van. We're not in our truck. We're sitting on the side of the road. But after 12 hours, everybody wants to kill each other. So
in a very small space. A bus is a big place, but it's not that big when you have to spend 12 hours in it.
No, not when there's 10 guys on it either.
Ooh,
there's nowhere to go. The one thing, if we're going to walk to somewhere, we're in the middle of nowhere. So yesterday we did like this huge Chinese fire drill. No offense to anybody out there. We pulled up a bus next to another bus, unhooking trailers. I mean, we looked like a really big deal yesterday, trying to switch everything over. But what we were was a real big mess. I think we left half of our crap in the other bus. So it's been a long day of, now everybody's just been off of it. We got here today, and everybody's been off the bus trying to like each other again. So it is not all fun and games out here on the road, people. It is not all parties, I promise you.
Well, I'm glad you got everything fixed and switched. Well, at least the stuff you did get switched. I hope you get the stuff back that you left on the other bus.
I hope so.
But anyhow, we are very much looking forward to the show tomorrow. And have a good show tonight, and have lots of fun, but don't have too much fun because we got lots of partying to do tomorrow.
Hey, I'm all about it. I hope everybody comes out, man. It's going to be a fun time.
Well, thanks again, Cody, for taking the time to talk with us. We got this evening's show started off with Cody Johnson's latest #1 called Cowboy Like Me. And just to give you a little bit more taste of what you're going to be having tomorrow night, we're going to go with Dancer Home. It's my favorite.